What is up, everybody? This is Johnny Breaux. Welcome to Horror Movie Hustle. And today we're just going to do like a little channel update thing, man. I haven't posted in way too freaking long. And I wanted to just drop in, set up, do a rough little temporary setup that I have going here. Just get something out there, let y'all know what's going on with shit. I mean, I felt like that was probably the right thing to do. I've been remodeling, having a remodel done here at home. Complete full remodel, dude. Has a spare room. Decided that it would be a pretty cool idea to just go ahead and turn it into a podcast studio. So if you don't follow me on social media, you probably didn't know that unless you've seen it in one of the news videos or something like that. I'm sure I've talked about it a couple of times before. I don't know, it's been kind of off the game with YouTube videos here for like a couple of months, which is sad, but I've been busy with a lot of other stuff, so I'm trying not to beat myself up too much over it, because it's just, it is what it is, kind of a deal. I've been working a lot, been tattooing, tattoo full-time by appointment, so that's been really busy and really good. Been doing that a lot. I do reselling on the side. I've been writing a lot, doing review stuff. We're kind of writing out some long-form stuff that we'll get into here in a little bit, that kind of want to update y'all on, like what to keep an eye out for, and to keep a lookout for as far as content goes, because I got all kinds of cool stuff coming up. But anyways, man, let's talk about this room a little bit, dude. It's got a pretty neat backstory to it. This is actually my childhood room growing up, from the time I was 5 until we had another room built on, and I moved to that room. But I can't remember how old I was at that point. Probably, I don't know, 15 or 16 or something like that. But anyways, this was my childhood room for like a long time. So it's like a lot of cool nostalgic memories are in here and stuff. Me and my brother, my cousin used to hang out in here, and we had like a Kiss cover band. It was rad, dude. We had like a toy drum set and fucking guitars and shit. It was pretty cool. But yeah, it was fun stuff. It's fun to be in this room, and it's completely reinvented and changed up. It's really cool. I like it. Full circle shit. It's kind of cool, man, because like I said, I grew up in this place, so it's really neat to remodel it and paint and stuff like that. I'll try and drop some pictures of the studio, and maybe even some pictures of the house. I've been working on the paint, so y'all can check that out and see what's up with that. But yeah, so this room is going to be used for, obviously, Horror Movie Hustle stuff, Snakebite Juice podcast, some other Horror Movie Hustle related videos that I'm going to be talking about here in a minute. And it's also going to be for an unrelated Horror Movie Hustle thing called The Breaux and Breaux Show. Me and my good friend Brody have been talking about doing this podcast for a super long time. So that's going to happen on that side of the room. Sorry it's so echoey in here. There's not a lot of stuff in here. Like I said, I just threw a little makeshift temporary setup, because I've just been kind of dying to get a video out. Really been wanting to get videos out ever since got this room going. I've been in here painting and doing the stripes and shit. And I'm just the fire is there, So really want to get after it and get this video going. So that's why this little setup's here, and it's really bad sound quality, and like I said, we're updating everything. So new microphones are coming soon. I'm not going to be using this little thing anymore. New headsets, video, better video quality. Try to get some multiple camera angle stuff going. Yeah, man, just the process. It's cool to look back. It'll be cool to look back at this video and be like, oh, cool. I did what I wanted to do with Horror Movie Hustle and stuff like that. Anyways, yeah, like I said, I just wanted to talk about the room a little bit. It's kind of a small room, but it's cozy. I like it. Really dig the way the paint came out. I was going for that kind of 80s synthwave kind of feel, and I feel like it really kind of got that. The purple side is obviously going to be the Breaux and Breaux side, and the green side is going to be where I'm at now. Is going to be the Horror Movie Hustle stuff. Snakebite Juice podcast, all that good stuff over here. Breaux and Breaux isn't really going to have too much of a topic based or theme or whatever to it. It's going to be more of a freeform show. Me and my friend Brody have been friends for a very long time. We always have really, really good in-depth conversations. Actually, just got done having a really 3-hour conversation with him just now, talking about the podcast, talking about all kinds of cool shit. And yeah, man, we had a really good conversation one day at dinner, and he had called me the next day and was like, man, we need to do a podcast. And I was thinking dude, fuck yeah, we definitely need to do a podcast. So Man, dude, I had a studio going for a while. We were a tattoo studio, excuse me, and we were going to do it in the back room, the podcast. We're going to put that back there. And like the storage room, it wasn't really being used too much. I was able to kind of like try to do both, but we never got around to it, man, because I ended up actually closing that studio down. Things didn't go as planned, you know, it was tough. Had it open for 6 years, but it just wasn't doing what I wanted it to do, man. That street shop life is tough, dude. I've been doing it for a long time. So, like I said, I had the shop open for 6 years, but I've been tattooing about 13 years altogether. Anyways, this is like way tangent-y. I don't even know how I got onto the tattoo and stuff, but we're going to keep rolling with it because fuck it. But anyways, excuse me. We were going to do the podcast in my studio, but closed it. I'm now tattooing privately in a private studio, Fat Dragon Tattoo. Super awesome place, ran by Waylon Hart, super awesome artist and guy, super good friend. Yeah, man, so I tattoo by appointment now, and it's the greatest ever, and I'm super happy about that. But that whole thing kind of held up the podcast stuff. Horror movie hustle stuff too, because I've been wanting to get this going for a while now. I have a little story we'll tell that kind of explains a little bit of like some horror movie hustle history, if you will, or like my review history or attempts at it. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute, but yeah, man, closing the studio kind of put the brakes on stuff for a while, but I was able to kind of like redirect a lot of things in my life, and we'll probably talk about that in another podcast or another thing, or most definitely on Breaux Show we'll cover stuff like that. But anyways, now I'm at a really good place where I'm able to like focus on some side hustle stuff and some like different things. So got this room put together, excuse me, and man, we're almost ready to go. I got to foam out the ceiling, put a new light fixture in, and furnishing is going to be next. I have a whole bunch of cool furniture picked out, and tables and desks and chairs, and everything's all ready to go. Just got to order it, get it, set it up, put it to good use. Found a bunch of really cool lighting, so I plan on like kind of like doing all kinds of cool like ambient lighting throughout. Maybe change it up for different theme shows and stuff like that. So all kinds of cool shit with that's coming very soon. And then, like I said, new, equipment, new stuff like that. Anyhow, yeah, sorry, this is going to be a completely unedited freeform video, so sorry. But yeah, I just wanted to put out a little channel update thing. Anyways, yeah, man, that's pretty much the story of the room. Like I said, grew up here, full circle, kind of redecorating and revamping the whole place. And it's really cool to like use this room for this fun shit, like fun passion project, fucking goofy shit that I like doing. So I like it. It's cool. It's like I grew up in here, like, telling stories and being a fucking nerd. And then now, like, I'm still a fucking nerd in here, and I couldn't be happier about it. So that's fucking awesome. But anyhow, I wanted to talk about, I already talked about that, sorry, dead air. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about the story of when I first tried to start doing reviews here on YouTube. So I'm not supposed to put that there. Sorry. Jeez, this is a rough video. Anyways, I wanted to talk about when I started trying to do reviews a while back, a few years back. I don't know, maybe bad with time frame sometimes. Maybe 5 or 6 years ago, something like that. But I kind of just flew right into it and tried to go like full on fucking Chris Stuckman and just have like really polished, like fucking super tight videos without practicing or having like scripting or like anything at all. I would just kind of like basically do what I'm doing now, but try to like review a movie and have everything be like super tight and unedited. And I was just like, man, this is just not, it was just really hard. I was just like, I can't seem to figure this out. Well, it's because you're not doing it right. But, I learned, I went back to the drawing board, and I was covering like lots of different types of movies, and I always found myself going back to like just talking about horror films. So that's whenever I kind of decided, I was like, man, when I figure that out, I want to do it like just horror based, and that's the idea of Horror Movie Hustle, and that's how we we've gotten here. And I've put up some reviews, and I've had a lot of more fun with it. Just being a lot more relaxed with it, and not worrying so much about like trying to have like the nicest, fucking most greatest content ever, and just kind of like just going with it, man. And I knowing that it's gonna get better. Like I said, like I mean, here we're in a room now, and it's nice and decorated. Well, it's painted. It's not decorated yet, but it will be. And like I said, new microphone. I'm not gonna be using this setup anymore very soon. So, like, I love that about it. I love that like just process of like figuring it out and getting better. And that was like something I didn't really grasp whenever I was first trying to do reviews, and it was just not great. But yeah. So I stopped for a long time, and then I started doing written reviews on Instagram with Horror Movie Hustle, and I always wanted to like take it to the video point, or at least audio. And so that's why I started with the audio reviews, because it's like, hey, it's something, you know what I mean? And I just enjoy talking about films. So yeah, I just wanted to do it. So that's why we're here now. Snakebite Juice podcast is something I wanted to do separate from like the Breaux show thing. So it's like, movie based. It's about horror films, or even I wanted to do it about films that's maybe even have elements of horror, but aren't necessarily horror films. Because the name Snakebite Juice podcast comes from Natural Born Killers, which is one of my favorite films of all time, and not necessarily a horror film, but definitely has elements of horror. Sorry about that. Cats are having a rough time out there or something. But, geez, that threw me off track, man. I was talking about Natural Born Killers, Snakebite Juice podcast. Yeah, Snakebite Juice podcast is going to be something where I can talk about films, mostly horror films, obviously, but all films dealing with like horror element stuff. Definitely is going to lean towards, which we've been doing Snakebite Juice podcast for a while. I've done 12 episodes. That's the cool thing about this is like I felt like, because I've been talking about doing episode 13, the Friday the 13th full franchise review, which I've been working on, getting my notes ready, getting everything ready for it. And I was going to release it and, get it recorded and put out much earlier, was the original plan. But I felt like since this was all happening, the studio was coming, that would be a good one to start on again, to like just re-pick things back up from that point. I thought it would be really cool. So yeah, that's what took so long to get episode 13 going. But now that this room's going, once the room's ready, that episode's going to be coming at you quick. So yeah, man, I'm excited about that. And also that's kind of like making me think about maybe doing seasons with Snakebite Juice podcast, seeing as how we are not going to do seasons with the Breaux show. So that show's going to be like pretty much recording all the time, whenever. So I was thinking maybe do a seasonal thing. The episodes 1 through 12 can be, the first season, the rough season of, no video, scratchy audio, stuff like that. And then we can improve in season 2 here in the studio. And we'll come at you with a nice long Friday the 13th franchise review for the first fucking episode. So yeah, I think that'd be really cool. So yeah, that's the plan for Snakebite Juice podcast. So keep a lookout. That's coming. It's going to happen again. We're going to bring it back. We're going to bring Jason back. We're going to do it. I'm excited. Yeah. Anyhow, what's the next thing we're going to talk about? Let's see here. Let's see, got that. Sorry, dead air. That's almost it. Make sure. Sorry. Yeah. The Horror Movie Hustle show. That is definitely an idea that I've been cooking for a while. Something I've been wanting to work on around the time we had kind of like figured out that we were going to get the studio space going. I was like, oh, that would be cool. And basically what it'll be is like a scripted show that I kind of want to do by myself, but kind of have different character kind of things, and maybe bring some other people on as, to work with me with it. I'm not opposed to that idea, but imagine like a late night show, but themed around like horror reviewing. And like, I don't know, I had an idea of maybe like some puppets or some cool shit like that. Similar to like, I don't know, like a puppet thing, like a Mr. Rogers kind of thing. I would like work with the puppets or whatever, like something like that, but based around like horror movie reviews, and having like, you know, like cool little character things, and like everything will be like completely scripted and like heavily edited and produced and stuff like that. So I've been kind of like throwing around some ideas for like characters and some scripting out, like some like little scenes and episodes and stuff like that, and working on like segment ideas and different things. So it's a pretty interesting idea, I think, and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to be getting that going right after we get Snakebite Juice off the ground, and that was another reason why I was thinking it would be a good idea to do Snakebite Juice seasonal. That way I can focus on Snakebite Juice and put out like good episodes, and then take a break from Snakebite Juice and jump over and start doing more like Horror Movie Hustle show, where it's like a whole separate entity. And because it's going to be completely different. It's not really going to be a podcast. Like I said, it's going to be heavily scripted and like characters and like kind of like not really a sketch show. I wouldn't say a sketch show, but yeah, like I said, like imagine like a late night show. I'm the host. I got a puppet over here in the corner talking shit. You know what I mean? Like fun shit like that. Like I don't know, I've kind of been thinking about different characters and stuff like that too. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. That's definitely going to be happening pretty soon. Like I said, after the Snakebite Juice podcast returns, that'll be here. And was there anything else here? Oh yeah, I know I've mentioned these in other videos before, but definitely now that everything's coming, the stars are aligning. That's the phrase I was looking for. Now that the stars are aligning, I want to work more on my heavily edited and produced in-depth documentary style reviews that I've been kind of working on one of. I want to do like long form, like I said, edited, like a documentary style review of different films where I can kind of dive deep into like some of like the behind the scenes information and kind of like put together like a whole script and like, you know, read it out nice and like work images in and maybe some video, kind of bounce back and forth of like, you know, floating heads type video to images, maybe even some video of said film, maybe, I'm not sure. I'm new to the whole editing thing, but you know, it is what it is. I'm learning, figuring things out. That's kind of what this video was for too. I kind of wanted to just like practice because this is my first like actual video since the old reviews I was talking about earlier. And I did that on like a different camera and a different computer, and I don't remember anything about what I learned when I edited those videos, which I did edit a little bit. Like I said, I wanted to do them unedited, but like, you know, edited, but not, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm rambling at this point. Yeah, that's about it. Just keep a lookout for stuff, man. Breaux Show. I'm going to be making all the Instagrams and Facebooks and TikToks and all that good shit for Breaux Show in April, early April. So keep an eye out for that. We'll link all my social medias, which I have a shit ton of, down below. So you can see like my tattooing stuff. Fuck it, I'll even throw my reselling stuff in there, which I've been taking a break on due to like remodeling. I've been remodeling, like I said, the whole place. So when it comes to reselling, it's like a very organization-driven activity for me, and organization's kind of not a thing right now because I'm almost done with the painting, but I'm not completely done with the painting, so we haven't put everything back. So there's like, you know, boxes and shit everywhere kind of still a little bit, and it's hard to like be organized with like selling items on eBay whenever that happens. So I'm kind of taking a break with it, selling stuff that sells online, grabbing it and shipping it out, but as far as like new inventory, I'm not really working with right now. Anyways, another tangent. I'll drop my Instagram and stuff for that if you're interested in reselling at all. I don't know. Anyways, Horror Movie Hustle, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can check us out on there. Working on some TikToks. That's going to be scheduled in. I'm going to be doing a whole lot more TikToks, but it's going to be scheduled in behind videos, so I'll be able to create more content. I'll like make time to make those. So yeah, check us out on TikTok. That's going to be awesome too. Subscribe here on YouTube, and y'all have a good one. I'll see you next time. Later.